Alright, I just got up a little bit ago and I'm hungry, so I'm making breakfast. Just took the dogs out. I'm going into work today. And I'm gonna get some more videos today, instructional videos. And normally I make for breakfast, I make guys 2 slices of bacon. I put jalapenos and everything in it. What I really would love for breakfast this morning is not that. It would be chorizo, eggs, and tortillas. That's not going to be the case today because A, I don't have any chorizo. B, I don't have any tortillas. I do have eggs. And I do have tilapia. My stupid breakfast is normally like an omelet with eggs, jalapenos, spinach, mushrooms, and some kind of fermented cheese. Probably so I don't get fatigued, so I can recover at my age, my weight. Spinach is good for iron, calcium, fiber and all that good stuff. And I like how it tastes. Thank you for salt. It's really no big deal. It's a pretty good steak for breakfast. It's relatively large breakfast. But I don't eat lunch. And I've been eating supper since I crashed. So my blood sugar in my tooth crashed. And it took me about 3 days to recover. That and current pain. So one that's kind of popular right now is I wash dishes while I work, so I'm washing some dishes. Ketosis diet. All what I cook is kind of two ketosis diet, where your body's burning not carbs but burning fat to lose weight. It works well for me in the past. My biggest issues is my addiction to diet soda, which I'm still working on. I just need to quickly get off the pot. And carbs, Like if I was to have the chorizo, eggs, and tortillas, well, tortillas would have a lot of carbs in it. I wouldn't have just one tortilla. One tortilla would be about 35. On a low ketosis diet, you want to be below 35, you want to be below 20. And on a diabetic diet, if you're high diabetic, you want to be below 60. So after 2 tortillas, boom, my carb count is done. Everything pretty much has carbs in it. Bratwurst has at least about 2 grams of carbs in it. 1 or 2. So, you gotta wash that extensively. And I love bratwurst. A lot of bratwurst will help, may have sugars or whatnot, a lot of meat and so forth. A lot of seasonings, You gotta watch your salt intake, you gotta watch your sugar intake. Why are they talking about this early morning? Because I'm trying to brand myself and talk about stuff that's important to me that might be important to other people, art-wise and culinary-wise. And yes, I like the cast iron. I like the cast iron pans. I use them a lot. I like the stoneware stuff. My stove leans to one side. All my burners kind of lean to one side, but they still work, so it's all good in the neighborhood. I had cast iron pans when I got married, and the person I was married to at the time didn't like them because they were oily, they were dirty, or whatever. So she ended up getting rid of them because I said nothing. It must have been okay. It wasn't. I knew she got rid of them, like a lot of stuff, like a lot of my stuff she got rid of. The cast iron pans you're supposed to season them. They're supposed to have some kind of layer of grease on them. Keeps them non-stick. You gotta season them by putting them in an oven for like 300, almost 400 degrees for a certain amount of time while they're oiled to create that protective layer on there. They're not clean like she put them in dishwashing soap and then scrub them and then leave them sit to air dry, and then I wonder why they're rusting. So I don't fault her too much. She didn't know. She didn't really cook. But one thing is I tried to explain it to her. She wouldn't. I like cast iron stuff. Some people do, some people don't. I think they're great cooking utensil. Especially if you know how to use them. They're great because you can use, as a frying pan, you can use them as a casserole dish. I can cook stuff in here like I've done in the past. And got like the meat done and added all my other stuff and then pop it right into the oven. I can put it right on top of the grill. So yeah, it's a great versatile tool. You can't do that with other pans. And I know what you're thinking. Good God, Mr. Rhodes, you are cooking up a lot of bacon. Yes, I like bacon. Bacon is meat candy. I want to have a decent breakfast. I'm not going to have any vegetables this morning. Just going to be protein. I plan on working out at noon. Probably doing an extensive workout. And a nice set of protein isn't too bad. Last night was homecoming, and I did what I normally do is I do for charity, and did to help raise money for the arts in my school. So we calculated it up last night. I drew roughly over 57, 58 people, and I think it was about 3 hour period, so I was drawing slow. I was doing a lot of scenes. I guess that's not too bad. The scenes slow you down. Like I can do a face in 2 minutes, 17 seconds. So if you're doing scenes and you gotta, figure out in your mind where the body goes, you have to, you can do it relatively fast and well practiced. But I also haven't drawn a whole bunch over the summer, like I have previous summers. So I'll probably a little bit slowed down. But we raised a pretty good chunk of change last night. And I like helping out. I might, once football's over with, I might do the children's hospital thing again, because I have to get a flu shot and all that. Or I'd go and draw kids in the hospital, cheer them up over the holiday season. Where I live now, I live in a place that's a little remote, like a major metropolitan area that would have that kind of ward is roughly about, an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, 2 hours away. But I like doing that. I probably should get on St. Baldrick's again and see what's around here. I'm sure there's some kind of St. Baldrick's charity that would happen around here at some time that I can throw my talents in to raise money. My best friend when I was younger died of brain cancer. He didn't die of brain cancer. He died of being the radiation lowering his white blood cell count. So because I had that emotional tie at a young age, I like spending my time raising money to help anyone that might have that same affliction or similar affliction. Having cancer, going through chemo, it's not a fun time. Most things aren't. But there was a tie, just an emotional tie there. So it makes me feel good that I feel like I'm helping somebody out. So maybe I need to do that, because last night felt good. Even though it was cold, there's no middle temperature range here apparently. It's either hot or it's cold. I was doing all right for a while, because a lot of people were like, "Aren't you cold?" No, I'm fine for right now. But eventually I had to put my jacket on, and I woke up this morning and it is cold in my house. It's 60 degrees in my house. When I woke up, when I checked the thermostat. Okay. Get that a little crisper. So apparently there's not I remember growing up there was a leave your windows open month. Where you could leave your windows open and let the fresh air into your house, and we didn't run an air conditioner when I was little. We had an air conditioner, but it was mom and dad's room, and you had to get a special privilege pass to get in there. every so often we got treated to the air conditioning, and Dad had it like freezing, and it was a wonderful break in the heat. So let's take that off. Some people like their bacon underdone, where it's a little rubbery, where you gotta give a little bit of fight to it. I don't mind that. Some people like it overdone, where like you just look at it, it's black, and when you look at it, it just crumbles. Yeah, I don't like that. I like it right here, kind of golden brown, still firm, but still a little bit crispy. This guy needs a little bit more time here. And that's just, I think that's the right amount. But bacon is definitely meat candy. I like using it for a lot of cooking. It's just also kind of expensive. You know, $5, $6 a pound and whatnot. You can probably find it for $4 right now. Alright. Say what I really would like just to make an bacon and egg sandwich on an English muffin. You don't know how much you want stuff until you technically can't have it. Or not supposed to have it, I should say. Have it. It just wouldn't be prudent. I don't care much for biscuits. I don't like biscuit breakfast sandwiches. If biscuits are crumbly or whatnot, I don't mind having them with when I have like, you know, a more Americana kind of a dinner. Why do these eggs seem small? Bacon and eggs. So, like if I got mashed potatoes and gravy, I don't mind a biscuit. I don't mind biscuits and gravy, but I'd rather have it, you know. I actually rather have my gravy on toast instead of biscuits. And if it is biscuits and gravy, it's those big flaky ones, you know, with just a ton of butter inside. The grease is too hot. I gotta let it cool down. This egg is gonna be horrible. That egg is already horrible. God bless it. Anyway. The problem is that the grease is too hot. So the egg cooks too fast. Because the egg cooks too fast, the bottom cooks way faster than the top. So you might have runny on top. You got that weird texture at the bottom. We get that golden brown, hard to cut kind of stuff. An egg is supposed to be that. It's supposed to be like a solid white. It's supposed to be easy to cut with a fork. Like, look at that. That's already horrible. It's supposed to be soft. And I like my eggs hard. I don't like. That's kind of. That's not what I like. I like my eggs hard because I don't like a mountain mess. And I am definitely known for slopping on my shirts all the time. So having hard egg is my preference. I like the yolk. I like it when it's hot and runny, but I don't like it that it's messy. So I take it trade for trade. And a hard egg is supposed to have solid inside, but just a little runny. Just a little. So I get that middle ground of having that runny, sunny side up egg and having that firmness and that greatness of a hard boiled egg in my hard eggs when I cook hard eggs. That's just, it's not right, because it didn't get good enough. See, like I'm just trying to cut it with the spatula and I can't. Well, that's almost perfect. The yolk, there's a little bit running out. There's still some in there, so I'm gonna take that down. Let the oil rest a little bit. It needs to cool down before I put another egg on there. Quality test here. Some people think I go through a little too much making my meals. I kind of do and I kind of don't. I mean, I can eat the same stuff a day and be bored by it, but every so often I want a really good meal. At least once a week I want a really good meal. I put my time into there, I take some care into it. Hey, baby girl. Because food is one thing that we all have in common, and why I think we should restrict ourselves and have the finer things every so often so we can really enjoy them, but why eat the same processed stuff all the time? Have some variety, have some little spice. You order the same thing all the time because that's what I like. That's, I'm gonna eat it. I just can't do that. I'm the type of guy that will pretty much try anything once, and then if I like it, I'll go back to it. I mean, I still have problems eating mudfish or crawdads. I mean, that's like a science experiment. I just can't do it. I asked a few guys, and they told me how to do it. One guy said, "Don't even mess with the head. You just want the tail. That's all you want. All the meat's in the tail. Everything you want's in the tail." And he goes, "You got to crack it and then suck the meat out." And he was pretty honest. That worked out pretty well. Alright, let's try this again. That's a better break. Oh, too big of a break. So let's turn that up a little bit. Just gonna let that cook. And so yeah, I don't mind the taste of crawdads. Definitely don't like the work at it. I can eat sushi. I like sushi. Like raw fish, actual raw fish. You get a nice fresh albacore tuna. That's delicious. And you actually have real wasabi. Like most stuff in the States isn't real wasabi. It's horseradish with green food coloring. I mean, real wasabi, it's an antibacterial, so it works well with the fish because it helps eliminate a lot of the microbes in the fish that might be there because it's raw. But it's not meant to be eaten like wasabi all the time because it also kills the good bacteria in your digestive system. You know, it doesn't discriminate. So if you actually have, wasabi, it's not an everyday kind of a habit kind of a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna murder this, and I just killed it. There we go. It's still soft. Because you still see the texture and the darkness and the egg on the bottom. That's a lot of the bacon particles that come off. If I wanted to fry an egg and have it completely be clear, I would get a new pan. So, but it's still cooking up rather nicely. The oil's starting to get a little bit more warm. So it's at a point, this is what I like to do with electric stoves. Once it gets to a point where it's about done, I just because the pan's going to retain the heat and the element's going to retain the heat. So I just shut it off early and let it just kind of retain that heat for a little bit. So it cooks the rest of the way. I'm not wasting more energy than I need to. And I don't have a hot pan afterwards. So there you go, trip off. Well, I'm getting a lot of the excess oil off, if you wonder what I'm doing here. So I don't have a whole lot of oil. And the extra fat. Too much of one thing can be bad, but the extra fat, saturated fat, I want some, but I don't want a lot. The reason why I want some is because my body takes that saturated fat and make it into testosterone so that I can recover when I work out. There's my breakfast. No veggies today. I'll get veggies later. I get a whole bunch of stuff of spinach. But I hope you enjoyed my ramblings. This is my breakfast. I'm going to eat it. Some of this. I'm going to have a great, wonderful day. I hope you have a great, wonderful day. So enjoy your day.